This is a fake Daytona Rolex, powered by a Chinese movement, and today I will be servicing it. So we'll start off by removing the rotor weight, and then remove the automatic. I was expecting this unit to come off just as a whole piece, but it turns out all of the gears making up the automatic were loose. Once all of the automatic wheels were removed, we can then remove the stem and crown, and then remove the movement ring. From there we can remove the movement from the case, and one of the hands was actually loose, so we'll move that aside. We can then remove the remaining hands, and then remove the dial. Once I removed this little cover plate, I then found myself with a minefield of tension springs. We'll then remove all of the tension springs and pushers. And then lifting up this second plate. From there we can finish off the dial side and then flip it over. We'll then cut the power, remove both the ratchet and crown wheels, remove the balance cock, loosen the screws for the barrel bridge and remove it. We can also slide out the barrel and then remove the train bridge. Remove all of the train wheels and then remove the pallets. We can then flip it over and remove the keyless. Once the keyless has been disassembled, we can then remove the balance jewels and then open up the barrel. Push out the barrel lever and then remove the mainspring. And then put it all through a cleaning machine. To start the reassembly, we'll reassemble the barrel by greasing up the walls and surfaces, and then press the wound up mainspring back into the barrel. Grease up the barrel arbor, and then grease and fit the barrel cap. Yet again we will remove the balance before reassembling the keyless. And then grease and start to assemble both the train and barrel. Not forgetting to put the stop piece in place as well. We'll then fit the barrel bridge and then the train bridge. fit the cram wheel, and then the ratchet wheel. Before then fitting the pallets. We'll then oil the pallets before fitting the balance cock. Next we'll move on to oiling up the balance jewels. And fit them both into the balance cock and the base plate. Now the timekeeping isn't immaculate, but given the fact that it's a Chinese movement, I'm not looking for perfection here. So we'll now start assembling up on the dial side, making sure that the cannon pinion is oiled and greased, and fitting it into place. We'll then fit this first plate on top, and then start to assemble the minefield of tension springs and pushers. I'm not going to claim that I had a whole lot of fun assembling this particular part of the watch. I was very close to losing a few springs here and there, but eventually, after trial and error, we managed to get it all in place and secured it all with this top plate. We can then fit the dial once I'm happy everything is pushing around correctly, and then set the hands. We can then move on to polishing the case. Before starting to assemble the watch. We can refit the stem and crown, as well as the movement ring. Now we can start assembling up the automatic. We'll oil up all of the jewels before fitting the wheels, as we won't have access to the other side. Once all the wheels are in place, we'll then put the automatic plate on top. Before making sure to oil those top jewels as well. With everything oiled up, I'll then fit the rotor. With the rotor fit, we'll then fit the gasket, and then putting the case back on. The last thing I'm now going to do is fit 2 spring bars, and then fit a NATO strap to it. And there you have it, something a little different working on a fake. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again, hopefully, very soon.